All right, let's jump here to our top 10. And I sorry, I must. Drake London at 4. You got to give an account. We'll get to Tyreek Hill over or eight sorry, we'll get to AJ Brown not even in this guy's top 10 in a second, but Drake London at 4. Man, you must love Michael Penix something else. I tell you what. But yeah, give us your reason. Why is Drake London at number 4?
Well, he was overall pick number 8 in 2022 for Atlanta in round 1, obviously. Last year, I'm just looking up his stats right now. Actually, game log is gonna be more telling because,
Yep.
last year when Penix came in and took over the helm and actually did forgive me for my ignorance here, do you know what when Penix took over
I think he played the
for the
last 4
Falcons?
games. He played the last
Okay,
4
that
games.
sounds right. That sounds
Yeah.
right. So the last 4 games, uh, for our man Drake London, he had gosh, look at that. 12 well there's I guess 12 targets, 9 targets, 7 targets and then um oh no, I'm going the wrong way. I apologize. So he had over 100 yards on 2 of the last 4 games and
Yeah.
3 touchdowns over that. So I think that Penix is the future in Atlanta. I think that he's only gotten better. I think Drake London has been underperforming. He's like Kyle Pitts light. And I think that he takes off like a rocket ship this year. And so am I thinking that he'll be number 4? I think that was maybe coming in a little too hot. I do think he's going to be he's going to be a steal in fantasy drafts because he's
Yeah.
going to have a year.
Yeah.
So maybe 4 is a little too aggressive, but
Uh,
he's top I think he's top 6 or 7, easy, easy, and I'd be willing to take a bet on that,
but my thing
but not
is,
for money.
my thing, Kev, you said he has him at 4. Why do you have him at 15?
Good
Like I said,
question.
8 through 20, man,
Ah,
it's just tough. I couldn't take him at 4 over guys like, I mean, I despise the Cowboys. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb over Drake
ooh,
London without a
wait,
doubt. So, I like what you said about the value. I was gonna shout out to one of Alo's, and you can share maybe here at the end, but pretty much you're trying to grow fantasy football leagues, make them competitive, and so we're actually in a fantasy football league with you was kinda how this started. But I went Drake London. Let me see where I drafted him. I got him in 2-6. So I started that team with St. Brown, Drake London. I'm loving that. I wouldn't take uh London over St. Brown, over CD,
yeah.
shoot over even like a Puka. Um, but I like it. It's just like high risk, high reward. I mean, Michael Penix coming out saying, "Hey, we're going to get the ball to this is the year Kyle Pitts," but
This year, every year.
yeah, it's this year every year, but, anyway, I hear
I don't know,
you.
Kevin, you have so you talk about high risk, high reward. Any drafting anyone for this for the Dallas Cowboys to me is high risk, high reward because of the circus we spoke about earlier. Like, who
Correct.
knows what's going
Yeah,
to happen?
but CD is
He
gonna
could just decide he's well, yeah, he might.
yeah,
I don't know. In a redraft, okay, how about this? Tell me this. In a redraft, I agree with you. Okay, I would take CD this year over. Would you say dynasty, you're making that same move?
oh, yeah, without a doubt. CD's
Okay.
26 years old. So, I mean, CD's finished wide receiver 5, 1, and 8 the last 3 years. London has finished wide receiver 5 1 time.
Drake
So,
London's
like
24, so don't play the age game with me
well, I
here.
know I'm playing the age game as like CD's not 36. So like
Yeah.
you can take CD in a dynasty and you're still happy. Go ahead. Sorry,
No,
Alo.
I'm
We're arguing, but you're here. We don't want to cut you out. Go ahead and give us some straight gospel.
I'm loving the arguing here because I'm with I'm with Booker. How so I understand the CD, I understand the St. Brown, understand Puka. I just don't understand DJ Moore and DK. I need you to explain that to me.
Yeah, that's again, I'm gonna lean on my 8 through 20 is really a challenge. And maybe I should gone a little slower on my list if I'm gonna follow my sword here. I mean, Garrett Wilson, I think, is gonna be a target monster. Um, you could say the same thing for Drake London. So he should be higher on my
But
list. Let's see, where do I got him? I have him at 15. Again, I think any of these 8 through 15 guys, not that they're all interchangeable, but I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about all of them. I feel like they're not in the top tier. That's where I'm like they're not in that 1 through 6 range in my estimation. Anywhere 720, I'm fine with them. Depending on what type of bread you like.
in that league where you took Drake London, I think I took DK. You want to do a little swap?
No, I'm not trading him
Ooh,
because as my wide
let's do it
receiver
live.
too. Well, we could pull off a trade here live, but I mean, as my wide receiver too, I'm feeling excellent. I'm
Oh,
like these. That's a
yeah.
great value. I do like Michael Penix. He can sling it, and I think he's going to have a good year. I want if I'm taking the fourth wide receiver, I'm taking the safety of. I mean, let's just look here. Amon-Ra St. Brown last 3 seasons in a crowded team, high volume. He's finished 3.37. Like I'm taking that every day of the week over Drake London. It just
Well, the last thing I'm going to say, Kevin,
you
is
hope
that
Drake London is top 5 again. I pretty
here's
much know Amon-Ra is going to be top 5.
here's
If
the
he
last thing I'm going to say. Let me just throw this in here and I'll shut up.
Go ahead.
Michael Penix has been all business. I saw a
Yeah,
video of the quarterback who will be responsible for throwing the ball to CD Lamb riding a broom around practice like Harry Potter.
yeah, I'm
So
not going to defend the Cowboys on this podcast. That's never going to happen. But that's never going to happen. But you still at some point you have to be rational about it. You can't just be a homer.
I
Um,
mean, I guess.
I would take Amon Ra over CD, even though I have CD ranked higher. If it was those two, I'm taking Amon Ra because I hate the Cowboys. But
Yeah.
let's be real
Yeah.
here. All right, this guy then. Let's come after Alo here for a few minutes. This guy not having AJ Brown in his top 10. I must know why, and I
I
think I know
cannot
what
protect you on this, Alo.
I
I
think I
cannot
know
protect
what
you.
your argument is going, and I just said I need to be objective and not completely emotional and not completely unbiased, but not in your top 10. I mean, what are we thinking there? What's your was it Amon Ross St. Brown? You meant to go AJ there instead of him, or
No,
yeah, what are you thinking?
I do love St. Brown, but my thing with AJ Brown is not like talent or anything. I just think in the system that he's in with the Eagles, I mean, we saw it. I mean, he's out there reading a book because Jalen Hurts isn't throwing him the ball. So and to be fair, that's not on Jalen Hurts. It's you guys are up by 20 points, by 30 points. You're not going to be throwing the ball to AJ Brown. Barkley is going to have a breakout season again, and he's going to break the rushing record. I'm calling it right now. It's a hot take, I guess, but he's breaking the rushing record. And I think the other problem is Smith is a great wide receiver too. Smith on another team would be wide receiver one. He would on a lot of other teams. And I just think AJ Brown gets targets taken away from him. And I think it's tough for him. And you're already in the point of the Eagles already know what they want to do. Run the ball, defense. Run the ball, defense. And luckily for you, if the run isn't working, you have one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
But I just think off fantasy production, I think that's going to hurt him.
Yeah, I appreciate you. You're just wrong. I mean, you can be genuine and still wrong. But
Yeah.
AJ Brown's first season in Philadelphia, wide receiver 6, 11 touchdowns, 1,400 yards. Second season, wide receiver 5, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. Last year, wide receiver 20, but he
Oh,
played 13 games. He played 13 games. If he plays a full season, which injuries always a concern when
yeah.
he's a Ferrari engine on. I mean, he's a big guy too, but he's had some injuries throughout his career. But
I
if
would
he's healthy, he's without a doubt, and that's not even. I mean, without a doubt, top 10. If you don't want to put him top 3, top 5 like me, I get it. And sure, there's a little bit of homerism, but this guy's a specimen. I loved dancing on Tennessee's grave this week that I think they dropped Jalen Burks or what was Traylon Burks.
Well, because
They traded
he got hurt.
AJ Brown and like some kind of pick for
that
Traylon Burks and anyway, thank you Tennessee. I hear the Saquon argument. I'm all about hearing about how unstoppable the offense is going to be, but it is unstoppable because of AJ Brown. Like Jalen Hurts took off when he got that alpha male, and it is a 1A, 1B, but come on, let's not get crazy here with AJ Brown. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. You got something. You got
I
something.
will say, to be fair, those 2 years that he was in the top 5, top 6, there was no Barkley. And to be honest,
Yeah.
you could thank the
But
Giants too because they
yeah, I can think, but the Eagles have been a top, and I love Saquon Barkley, and he definitely helped take our team to another level. But the Eagles were a top front five run game before Saquon got there. Like Kenny Gainwell, we were still a top five running game, and that's why people disrespecting
yeah,
Jalen Hurts are just insane. I've
not
just stopped responding to him on X because I'm like, you guys are just out of control. But Saquon definitely took us to another level. The amount of 60 yards, 70-yard runs last year against just the Rams was like,
yeah.
yes, I will continue to dance on the Rams' grave because it was like, dude, he's going to run to the right and he's going to go for 70. So, anyway, let's move along. Sorry, this was a long Eagles rabbit
Can
trail,
I say
but
one thing? Can I say
go
just
ahead,
one
pick
thing?
my list apart, or let's keep it going here.
Well, no, I'm just gonna say this because I just had this picture in my mind. Like AJ Brown is like I'm gonna call him a Fjord F-250, a
Okay.
Ferrari and a Ford. So like imagine a Ferrari with like a truck bed on it. Where
Yep.
you could go to Home Depot if you need to build a shed, you need to get several things, and you need to have like the suspension and the heavy duty like towing
Yep.
capacity, but you need to do that all at 150 miles an hour. That's AJ Brown.
Yep.
You may continue.
No, you keep talking about AJ Brown all night, man.
Yo,
He's he's the most unguardable person on this list one on one. Like JJ,
fair.
Jamar, they're better route runners, but you cannot guard AJ Brown one on one.
Yeah, it's not anything to do with his talent or his anything like that. It's just the offense. I mean, you guys are gonna
Offense, come on, man. He was producing for Tennessee. They had nobody.
no. I'm saying your offense is all about the run. It's all about Saquon Barkley first because at the end of the day, you have your defense elite, you have Saquon elite. But I do admit that I should have probably put him at 10. I just Mike Evans and Lad. Mike Evans is every year he's gonna give you 1,000 yards. I mean,
And I see neighbors. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. There's so many talented players, but
I
I
think
hate.
Alo just does not like the fact that AJ Brown likes to read.
Yeah,
That's where
he
we're
did
at.
go pretty hard after that book. Like he was on the sideline. He was reading a book. Man.
All we need to do, you know what we need to do? That book became like Amazon's number
Oh
one
yeah.
seller. What we need
Yep.
to do is have AJ Brown like wear a TSP t-shirt or something, or like
Yep.
listen to our podcast on the sideline, and we'll just
Yeah, it'll be huge. Just like inner excellence, man.
I
All right,
mean,
let's go 11 through 20. We'll wrap up here shortly, but we've got 11 through 20 and then some news for next week. But yeah, what are we seeing here? 11 through 20. We kind of covered on some of these people that him having AJ Brown at 12, but let's move into it. I've got DK at 13. You've got him at 12. And you got DK all the way down at 19.
yeah.
What's your reasoning for DK so low?
I know I just to me, it's just I think that everybody else, like I think, for example, that's what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say this for my next part of it, but I will say Marvin Harrison Jr., I feel like will have a breakout year.
Hmm.
I think Devontae Adams is, I'm sorry, but I think he's going to be better with Sean McVay in LA. I
Yep.
think Higgins, wide receiver two, he's out there playing wide receiver one numbers. JSN had a great year last year, and he's going to have, Sam Darnold. He loves throwing to his wide receiver one, and no more Coop. Yeah, so and then Garrett Wilson, I mean, he's that man never has a good quarterback or it's an injury and he's balling. So it was hard for me to put DK at like 14, 15. And then Scary Terry helped James' growth. I don't think he goes anywhere, but I mean, for the Commanders, I don't. But yeah, that's why I did that though.
And I heard a funny thing from the fantasy footballers. Shout out their podcast and everything they do is it was awesome. Those guys are incredible. But I was listening to them this week, and one of them was picking T Higgins, and they were like, "We're talking per game points, right? Not per season because he never like plays a full season." What would you guess is his highest fantasy football ranking in a full in a season? Even if obviously assuming he didn't play a full season, What do you think is the highest he's ever finished in a season?
Is it 15?
I've got 17 is what I'm showing on
I was
Sleeper.
gonna say 15 as well. That's
So
surprising though.
to
Yeah,
me, I'm like, for DK, I've got 30 million reasons. I'm sorry, I've got 150 million reasons on why he's going to be finishing higher than 19. I like Aaron Rodgers' history of like featuring his number one guy. I think DK's that guy. So yes, run heavy team. Yes, play defense, but I think DK volume alone, the contract, everything that ridiculous catch he made out of camp, like he's gonna eat. I have a hard time putting any wide receiver twos above like clear volume hogs at one. Obviously, we all have Devonte Adams as kind of our highest ranked wide receiver two. But yeah, to me, I was thinking DK was a little. How about you, Booker? Anything standing out here? Um, Obviously,
You
Tet McMillan, the only one cracking Tet McMillan sighting. But
Yeah,
yeah,
why
what are
not? I
your
just
thoughts?
thought I thought like let's throw him in at the very end there and let's see like just throw at the dartboard there. You might be right about DK Metcalf. I do think that he's going to, or I think you are right about DK Metcalf. I like him a lot this year. Where you are wrong is with Jackson Smith and Jigba, bro. Like at
Yeah,
20, so DK is gone. Tyler Lockett is gone. You've got. I mean, I know they're going to. I actually believe they're going to focus a little bit more on the run game in Seattle this year, but JSN is he's like to me, he looks like Carnell Tate or uh he's an Ohio State University wide receiver. And if DK Metcalf wasn't there uh crying about not getting targets, I think he has a better year. And so um I have a, obviously way higher. We Alo and I both have him at
yeah.
14. He threw him at 20 for some
That's what
strange reason.
so, we both have him at a wide receiver too. I know you want me to say those magical words again, but that I
That I'm
was
right.
something. But we still have him both as a wide receiver too. So let's not get crazy.
You need
We
to
did
take a UA, bro. You need to
we,
take a UA.
we did make a video recently on YouTube where it was like highlighting that ridiculous game he had in college against Utah. I think he had like 300 yards and
Yeah,
was I don't remember six touchdowns or I don't remember what he had. Go look up that video on YouTube. That game against Utah, he finished wide receiver 10 last year. Yeah, I think you're probably right. He should be a little bit higher. But again, that 8 to 20 range is so tough on some of these guys. Zay
Yeah.
Flowers, I probably should bump him above Zay
Yeah.
Flowers just because Baltimore's offense. Um, Alo, you're all in on the Lad McConkey train. Give us why is he gonna be a top 10, top 11 guy this year?
I mean, so one, he had a great year as a rookie, and now he has a whole training camp, a whole another year with Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, and I think he's gonna be. I know I have him at 11, but if I was to like do a hot take, I think he could be top 5. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
be really productive in the slot, and I actually think they added Trey Harris in the draft. I think that could help as well because in that offense they need a wide receiver too. But he's
Yeah.
gonna get fed. That's the other thing. I don't care who wide receiver 2 is there. He's gonna get fed,
Yeah.
and I can't put him out. I can't put him down low like with 16, 17 because he's
Yeah.
very talented, and I think he's gonna be top 10.
Yeah, I'm probably too low on him. I'm probably wrong on him. I guess he's a hard one for me to draft
No,
so high at like the price it's going to take. But he finished
yeah,
wide receiver 13 last year, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. I guess I was kind of down on him because I feel like people are drafting him at his playoff that 10 catches, 190 yards, touchdown ceiling. But clearly 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns, same offense, same quarterback. Like I'm probably too low on him. Again, it'd be hard for me to draft him because of I don't know. I just want to see it again where some of these guys I trust the volume. Booker, any other thoughts? Anybody you're seeing here? Puka, you got Puka pretty low actually. Let's see. You got him at 15. We both have you got Puka nowhere. He's got Puka nowhere. So Puka, this guy's got Devontae. I don't know who I should go after more here. You've got Puka 15. He's got Puka outside the top 20. Devontae above him.
Now that's
Yeah,
a
let's get some defense there. I mean, he's a first round pick in a lot of
now
leagues. What are we thinking there, fellas?
that's a mistake. Like you did with Ryan Williams. That's a mistake.
It's hard, man. It's hard. This is the first
I
first
would
rendition. All right, we'll keep adjusting these. But
I would put Puka at I would put Puka above Nico Collins and take Sutton out.